Hey, good afternoon, guys. Haloview contacted me about putting some cameras on some of the equipment, so we are going to install this on the big baler. We do have two cameras. This is not a wireless setup, so I'm very impressed. When I opened the box, everything came in what we needed to get the job done. So let's go over here and look at the piece of equipment. We're going to put it on, and I'll explain the process. Okay, what I did first, we'll do it in steps here. We pulled the baler out with the case MX255, and the first thing I did was, of course, blow it off because we're running wires from the tractor back to the baler. Now, for anybody that chooses to purchase a camera and it's not a wireless one, I would recommend taking a string and taking it from point 1 to point B, point A to point B, and then taking a tape measure and knowing how much cord to get. In this case, it came out perfectly when I told them the length of the cord, and I have very little to none to spare. Now, we put two cameras on this unit. Having 4 kids here, it was really hard to hold a camera and focus, so I did it on my own time here when the kids were running around, and I'm just going to walk through the steps. Absolutely an easy kit to install. Alright, we put the first camera on the back of up there. Biggest thing, backing into things. Coming into a corner of a field and you need to back up, worrying about hitting a bale or shoving something or breaking strings. No longer an issue. Absolutely best thing I ever did since we started do custom work. But cameras are a must these days, especially with cars passing me. I can get a good quick glance. You'll see where I put the monitor inside the cab. So let's open this thing up, and we'll start from the front and work back. Now, on the second camera, I mounted right here on the fender. They are waterproof, and this is way I can not have to turn back and watch the pickup head. Gives me more focus to the front of the tractor and pay attention. This is not the ideal location where I want to put it, but I need to get another cord about 10 feet, and then I'd like to come down here and then mount it right underneath so you can see everything going into the pickup. We'll see how it goes there once, and then eventually we'll get another 10-foot cord, and then we'll end up mounting it down in here so you can see right in the center of the pickup. But this is where I stuck it for now, not having the extra cords. So this baler has a lot of wires. As you can see, this is what I had extra, about 1 foot. Just doubled it, so if it turns too sharp, it will give. And we just went back and followed all the way through. Then we came through and just kept going right all with the wires straight back to keep things nice and neat. And right back to the back of the tank. Like I said, we had a perfect amount of wire and everything held out. As you can see, I blew the dust off, and as some of you guys seen that I did look at a new baler this morning. The demo machine did come into the area, and I just wanted to see it. Never seen one up close, the new model, the L series. So we'll have another video with the dealership, and hopefully that machine will be here Friday or Saturday. It all depends on the weather. Okay, back to the installation. Like I said, when you're choosing your cameras, they do have a wireless camera, but I kind of like the wires because quality I think is a little bit better. Not seeing the wireless, but I think I'm going to really like this. So we have the two cameras on, the one on the fender, shooting back here to the pickup head, so I just kind of glance at the screen and if I see something going wrong, and not looking back all the time. So we'll go ahead and jump in the machine and go over it a little bit more. So the wire comes back around and then up to the thing. Everything's tied nice and neat with the rest of the hoses so they don't get hurt or ruined. The camera does have a speaker on it, so you can actually, when you're out here working and you want to talk to somebody or yell, for different things, you can. So I thought that's a big plus. Alright, into the tractor here, and then we'll go ahead and do some demonstrations of backing up. And this thing, so this did go into the MX255, the monitor, and I'll show you where I chose to put it and why. So let's go ahead and jump into the tractor. Now when I did start with the tractor and put the monitor in first and worked from the tractor out back. Not knowing how long of a cord I had, because like I said, I did not measure it. So it was all a guess. Okay, as you can see here, where I chose to put the monitor, it all came with its brackets. All I did was take a bolt out and put the bolt back in, and that gave me the ability to hang it right there, because this is where we're looking at all the monitors. We're gonna go ahead and start this up. It's a little warm in here. They do send a Haloview send a user manual. It is the MC7601, 7-inch, and just kind of go over here with all the things they did send in it. Very impressed with the whole unit. You have every option you needed. You could hardwire it into the machine, or you could use a cigarette lighter, and that's what I did. It has the push off and on to cut the power off. This thing will run up to 3 cameras. So the first camera is on the back of the machine. And we'll go ahead and select it. That's camera 3, back to camera 1. And there you can see the baler. It's not going to do justice here looking on my camera, but I see what I need to see there perfectly without turning around all the time. Like this, I can see exactly, you know, if it's going to start to plug up or have something there it's going to cause a problem. So that's camera 1. Camera 2 is on our back, and we're going to go ahead and back up. Just kind of give you an idea what it looks like. And there I can see when that bale is there, I know it's okay. I can go down the road and not worry about it falling off. We're going to lock our axles in. But just backing around the farm here with a lot of equipment and stuff, you can see, you know, how far you can get close. We also can make lines on there so we know where to stay in when we're backing in. I will back it into the shop area here, but there again, it just gives me an idea where I'm at. The screen is perfect, I mean clear. There you can see the combine coming around, so you know, backing up into an area where it's tight, I know I'm good. And then going down the road and be able to see what we need to see. We're going to back it into the garage here just to show you the different colors as it gets brighter going into a dark area. Now each camera is waterproof, like I said earlier. They did send a cover for the plugs to keep them waterproof, keep the moisture out. And I think here, there again, camera 1, camera 2. I'm going to go ahead and line up and then back it in. I'm always used to looking on the side of the machine, so it's a little confusing for me to start out trusting it, backing right in. tractor, and it just allows me not to have to get in and out to see my distance anymore. I can go ahead and pull ahead a little bit. So the installation was absolutely an easy process. Everything is complete. Put it up there, mounted it, put my cords here, put some connectors because we already have wires going down through here. Here's the camera cord. And then we go ahead and we just tie things off. Put the power right there. I don't use that, so that's not my way. Ran it out the window there to camera 1 and camera 2. And so I know you can do a split screen here, I believe, with it. So you can do camera 1 and camera 2. But just running it on the back here when we're bailing, you know, have to back up, just hit your camera mount. But as you can see, the pickup, you can see it very clearly. You know, if something don't look right. But eventually I want to get the longer cord and then set it right underneath the tongue here and get the whole view. So I'm excited to get it out in the field here and give it a try out, but I really want to give a special thanks to Haloview for sending it. Everything's out of my way. I can still see my mirror out through where I usually look anyway. But just to have the backup camera is just like, and eventually I'd probably put another camera on for the nodders up on top, the flags, just to check things out as you're running. And everything's on alarms with the monitors and stuff like that. But next set of eyes is a big plus here in this operation. A lot of time I spend, you know, looking forward, and now I can just glance with my eyes as I'm driving. Cars coming up behind me, it looks like they're going to go around. I know how to respond better. So we'll give it a couple weeks here, and I'll do another review on them. And as far as quality, as the dust and stuff, be able to see through them. And we'll add a couple more videos. But at this point, I am very happy with the MC7601 monitor, and up to 3 cameras. We have 2 cameras on it, one on the back and one looking back at the pickup head again. Very easy to install, very easy. I could not believe that. I think I had less than 30 minutes in it, just because I looked at it, just pulled the bolt out, put the back up there, and this whole area is where I focus anyway, so just a glance up there is not a big deal. Getting your hot power for everything is right there. Comes with a fuse holder, and then the long cord to the back of the baler. So this is going to be titled the install of the Haloview camera and 2 cameras and monitor. And I got everything, you know, zip tied so it's not flopping around. But very impressed. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll do more videos on this, and they will always have the Haloview title into them if you're interested in the more. But the box came with everything. I did have to use the drill, and for a little bit I put a bracket on the back, and I'll probably go up there one more time and show you that before I end the video. So this was on the MX255 and the BB940A. It's really dusty from all the dry weather we've been having. I'll go up here and I'll show you what I did up here. I used stainless steel bolts so nothing will rust. Up here I mounted it right off the tank mount. I had a piece of aluminum. And again, I used stainless steel bolts and washers. This is a nice light cover here slash rain protector. I did go ahead and tighten everything up. It came with its own Allen wrench, and then ran the wire down to the front. And again, here we have a cover over the connectors. If we have any problems with cameras going bad and replacing them or anything like that. Again, I'd like to have one up here over the front with knotters eventually, but for now I'm very happy with this setup. So I came right around, followed the hoses again all the way to the front. So again, installation very easy. Run a string and get a tape measure and measure your cord. Like this held out perfect. I mean, I think this was a 50 foot or 60 foot, I'm not sure, from the cab to here. We'll add a link into Haloview in the description later on here. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff, so. But again, very happy with it. Just to be able to see backing up here, you can see where the bail is. I still have enough 2 or 3 foot that bail will not fall off the machine going down the road. Now if the bail was hanging back here, yes, I would lose that bail driving down the road. So you would want to eject that bail or make sure you can get it off. So I can see so many different benefits of having cameras on the back and be able to see the pickup and look at a screen instead of turning back the whole time. Alright guys, hope you have a great afternoon again. And in the comments, leave your comments, suggestions of anything. If you guys dealt with any issues, finding a way to solve a problem, I think Haloview did a very good job of helping me solve my problems here with not being able to see behind this big unit. And there's a couple other channels that have them now, so they have different ways they put them in different pieces of machinery, but this is the first one I've seen putting it in with a big baler. So we'll talk to you later, and I gotta get back to work.